Hey, Di.
Oh my gosh!
Hi, everybody. It is April, and I am in my breakfast room. So I have been shopping, and I haven't done a check-in all year to show you guys what I have been buying. And I need to get it stored. So I have my comic book boards that I use to wrap up my fabric. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the placemats and decorations off my table and use my table to fold my fabric. So let's get this cleaned up. This is a fall placemat that I made, I think it was last year. I'll link the video in the description below. I'm using them, they're so much fun. Little pumpkins. Let's see, the first place that we went this year was Phoenix. And I don't remember if I showed you all things I got in Phoenix. For some reason, I think I did, but this is one of them. I think I need to move my camera closer. Let me get that fixed. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. You might see a couple of new kitty faces. Frisco and Flossie are my daughter's kitties, and they are here for a little while. So they're more kittens, so they like to check stuff out. All right, so this is, and I believe it's Henry Glass, and it's a white with black print and with a little color. So I love those things. That's what I got in Phoenix. There were lots of quilt shops in Phoenix. And if I remember correctly, they were open on Sunday. In Kentucky, you don't have quilt shops open on Sunday. In Phoenix, you do. Okay, so then, and I'm going to intersperse some pictures and videos. I went to Salt Lake City, Utah, where I got to meet Di in person. Let me do a little setup. You know, like a Disney ride. She had arrived in Salt Lake City, and Todd and I were off at some grocery store looking for water. And she called and said she was going to take and park her car, and then we were going to meet in the lobby. Well, we got to the hotel, and I saw what I thought to be her vehicle still parked up by the main entrance of the hotel. And I told Todd, oh, I'm going to give you the camera and you can shoot, and then I'm going to stand back here and we'll surprise her. Hey, Di.
Oh my gosh! Oh! I thought, who's the creeper with the phone? Oh my gosh!
I'm like, I bet that's her.
You're not as tiny short as I thought. Oh my gosh!
It's so nice to meet you.
Oh,
you look just the same as you do on camera.
And so do you. You look just the same. This is my other sister from another mister. Oh my gosh!
So that was fun because she kind of freaked out. She said that she thought Todd was some psycho stalker because he was videoing and there was nothing there. So anyway, we went to several quilt shops in Salt Lake City. And one of them had the curated fat quarter bundle. This is all animal print fabric in fat quarters. And there were 10 fat quarters here. So, you know I love my fat quarters. Of course, that doesn't have to be wrapped up on comic book board. We also went to IKEA and we got some renigs, and a flat sheet. We're going to do something fun with that later. And then another thing that I got was this fat quarter bundle with all these fun prints, all these fun solids. I think I'm going to try and use some of this in my half square triangle challenge. I'm going to be doing a half square triangle block tutorial every week. You do not have to use that pattern. It's just to show people who aren't familiar with all the different things that you can do with half square triangles, all the different things you can do with half square triangles. But at the end of the 8 weeks, which is the Monday before Christmas, I will show you my finished quilt top. And I want everybody to send me emails showing me their quilt tops that they finished during the challenge. I will finish my quilt, and on the following Monday, I'll have a Google Drive link thing for people to enter to win the quilt that I make. So that's just an overview of Salt Lake City. Let's see. This, I believe, this was in Phoenix. Okay, here's another Phoenix. This one does have to be wrapped up. I had been looking for background fabric for a Christmas quilt that I did. Actually, it is that scrappy quilt that Di and I did. She did her version, I did mine. And she put Santas on the back of hers, and I'm just going to copy. I don't think these are the exact same Santas, but I just thought this would be a really cute backing for that quilt. I'm not going to wrap it up because, you know, I'm going to put it on the quilt. And I had a question. So when I finish a quilt, when I put the backing on and the batting and I do the quilting, would you all like to see that? I don't know that I've gotten really good views on the videos where I do that, so I just wanted to ask your opinion. And if I get enough people saying, yeah, I would love to see that, then I'll video those. They're not really exciting because I'm quilting, but it might be something that you just want to see. I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, I have another bag in here. Let's see, where did I get this? Okay, Scottsdale, Arizona. So this is back to the Arizona trip. Oh, I thought this would be perfect for a 3-yard quilt video. So, and notice the bottom's cut off of those, but I have the full block up here. They have some, oh, I have another one. Christmas panel. I love panels. This is a big panel. Wow. Big, big panel. Oh, isn't that cute? I don't know if y'all can see that. Got the little puppies. Evidently, I just had to have it. Let's see. Then I've got some from my own area. Let's see. This is Sewing and Vacuum Authority on Westport Road in Kentucky. So if you're ever in the Louisville area, there's a really nice quilt shop. It's Sewing and Vacuum Authority, but they've got a lot of quilting fabric and sewing machines. And my daughter loves Eeyore. So I got these. All Eeyore. Well, yeah, Eeyore's on here. It's Pooh Bear. Eeyore. Eeyore and Pooh Bear. Is that right? Yeah. They had a buy so many yards, get so many free. So, you know. Pooh Bear. This I thought would be cool for a red, white, and blue quilt. It's kind of different, but it's got the colors in it. And then I stocked up on some of my favorite splatter for background fabric. So I got these. I love paint splatter. If I could paint splatter on a quilt, I would. You know, I probably could. Don't know how well it would stay. Okay, so that was here in Kentucky, and then friends of mine, we went to some quilt shops here in Kentucky. One of them is called Whittles, and one of them is Psycho Grannies. Now, Psycho Grannies, I've been to both before, but the last time I went to Psycho Grannies, there was this huge piece quilt panel, and I bought it. I haven't done anything yet with it, but oh my gosh, it's adorable. And then I ended up, I was done with my purchases, and then I got more. And then I was done with my purchases, and I got more. And it just kept going. But I thought this was so pretty. So I got it, and I would think I should be able to use it as a border on a quilt that just has a lot of the pretty colors that I like. And then I got this panel because, you know, I like Noah's Ark, and I've got grandkids, so I thought that would be fun for a quilt for them. And I had not seen that previously. Psycho Granny is a very interesting lady. I love talking to her. And Psycho Grandpa is a very interesting guy too. I had to get two because, you know, I have two grandkids. Oh, and then I found this fun fabric with quilting comics on it. So it's got, you know, yes, I want the whole 9 yards. I really need this fabric. You know, things that I say to myself when I'm fabric shopping. And this is something that goes along with it. It's just a toss with the same sayings on it. So that's kind of fun. Oh, you know what? This would go perfectly with my the panel that I got about a quilting retreat. That would be perfect to go with that. And then this is so pretty. I just couldn't pass that up. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And this is another one. Love the tie-dye look. Tie-dye, paint splatter, grunge, you know. And then these clouds, I have to open it up with the pretty background. Have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But it's got my colors. It can go in my rainbow collection if nothing else. Okay, that was Psycho Grannies. Then we went to Whittles. And I found these awesome ombres. I went through every color I could find to find these ombres. This is by Gemstones Riley Blake. And it's just, I love it. I love all the colors that they had. You know, how pretty is that? And I got coordinating fabric to go with it. And some are similar, but they're different. I don't think the camera's picking up, but yeah. So that was my Kentucky day out with Pam and all the other people that went that, of course, when I'm doing my video, I can't think of their names, but I had a great time. That group of ladies is awesome. And then I got coordinating fabric to go with the ombre fabric that I got. Do you all have your favorite types of fabric like that? I could not resist a good ombre. This was another coordinating fabric. I love paint splatters and ombres and bright colors. You know, what can I say? Okay, so that was the Kentucky quilt shop trip. Then I was at a retreat, and yep, here it was a sleep in your own bed retreat, and we had a Sew Steady instructor that came in. She taught us how to do circles with a circle tool by Sew Steady. Very cool. Let me know if any of you all would be interested in learning about that. Of course, I had to support my local quilt shop, and there was the bright that I could not resist. I did really well on the first day. Day two, not so much. This is another background type fabric, and I got it in multiple colors just because, you know, it's so stinking cute. These are Bentley snowflakes, and evidently Bentley discovered that no two snowflakes are alike. So this is from the Smithsonian, and these are the snowflakes. How cool is that? So I'm thinking I can cut up the blocks, you know, by snowflake. And I got the coordinating fabric, not all of it, just some of it, that goes with that panel. So I have the light snowflakes, and then kind of a silvery white. The dark, and I think that's it. I think I just got those three. So I can't wait to do something with that, because that's winter. That's not just Christmas. So, and how cool, something from the Smithsonian. And then we went to Brown County, Indiana, and I don't have the pattern up here, but there is it's almost like a really light stabilizer. It must be a stabilizer because you iron it on your fabric. And it's my big, fast, easy double wedding ring quilt. You will be seeing a video on that. Hopefully you want to see a video on that. So what you do is you buy the pattern one time, and then after that, all you need is the fusible stabilizer with what you need to cut, and supposedly they, just like that, really quick. Last thing I have, I went to Las Vegas. We went to the Sphere and we saw, I know you're gonna be shocked, the Eagles. The Sphere, if you ever have the opportunity to go, go. It is, you don't even focus on the band. You're more focused on this gigantic screen. And I'll put a little blip, because I'm sure there's some copyright or something, but just a blip so you can see. It's like a planetarium, and half of the planetarium is, or half the dome, is where you sit. And then the other half, all the way to the top, is the screen. And there are 167,000 speakers. so you can imagine. And it seats 17,000 people. So it's a small venue. It's really cool. So if you ever have the opportunity, definitely go see it. And I went to So Yeah. Now I am going back to Vegas to see it again because my husband is obsessed with the Eagles band. So there were other quilt shops that I didn't get to go to on this trip. So I'm going to, when the Eagles are doing their residence in Las Vegas at the Sphere. So I'm probably going to be making several trips with my husband to Las Vegas. So I'm going to go to a different quilt shop each time we go visit Vegas. I went to So Yeah. I got this little puppy, and they were having a fat quarter sale. So these are some of the fat quarters that I'm going to use in some of my half square triangles. They are black and white. So these are probably going to be impossible to see, but it's white on white. So what I could do is I could also use these with the black. So that might be fun. Is that it? Yep, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this time. Also, a reminder, I am going to Ireland next September, and I would love it if you all would join me. I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, if there are any kinds of videos that you want to see, I'm thinking about doing a class, and it would be a paid class for beginners. Nothing terribly expensive, but just to go over things that you might not see in your regular videos, even in the videos I make, because you get to a point where you feel like you're saying the same thing over and over again, and your beginners who haven't seen the previous videos never got that information. So I thought about doing that, and then having maybe a membership where we could talk on Zoom once a month and you'd get an extra video. If there's anything like that that you all would be interested in, let me know. I have a full-time job and I do YouTube. I would love to make YouTube my full-time job, but I'm gonna have to make money at YouTube in order to be able to do that. So just let me know if that's anything that you would be interested in. I totally understand if you're not, and I'm not gonna stop doing just the regular videos that I do because, you know, I wanna provide you all something and you not have to pay for it. That's not, you know, how I am. I don't even feel comfortable talking about content that's paid for, but it is what it is. So thank you so much. I hope that this was something that you had fun with. If you want to see more like this, let me know. Have a great day, eat some chocolate, and be kind to everyone. Until next time, bye.